In this lesson, you'll learn how changing one note in the major scale reveals different modes as Ionian types. The basic scale for a major 7 chord is the Ionian mode or major scale. To visualize it in fourths on the fretboard, follow the circle starting from 7, 1 fret below the root on the E string. Continue to 3, 6, and 2 on the same fret on the next 3 strings. Because of the major third tuning between the G and B strings, move up 1 fret to 5 on the B string. Then, go to the root on both E strings, followed by 4. This completes the first group closest to the lowest root in the E shape. From 1 fret below the root on the D string, follow the same order of fourths to complete the scale. Using the same order of fourths from the major scale, changing just one note, 3, to flat 3, gives us Ionian flat 3, or Dorian, natural 7, the first mode of melodic minor. This creates a diminished fourth between 7 and flat 3, and an augmented fourth between flat 3 and 6. Watch as we plot the scale on the lower frets, 7, then flat 3, 6, 2, 5, 1, and 4. Repeat the pattern to complete the scale. Notice the G to B string shifts, 2 to 5 is 1 fret higher, and flat 3 to 6 is 2 frets higher. To avoid consecutive whole steps on the A string, move flat 3 down 1 string, and 5 frets up, same pitch, or unison interval, to stay within the E shape. Changing one note of the major scale, 6 to flat 6, gives us Ionian flat 6, the first mode of harmonic major. 3 to flat 6 is a diminished fourth, up an augmented fourth, is 2. Here are the scale degrees in harmonic major, moving in fourths, across the 6 strings. Flat 6 on the D string moves by a unison, 1 string down, and 5 frets up, to the A string, to complete the scale. Raising the 5 to sharp 5 gives us Ionian, sharp 5, the third mode of harmonic minor. 2 to sharp 5 is an augmented fourth, and sharp 5 to 1 is a diminished fourth, equivalent to a major third. To visualize Ionian, sharp 5, start with 7, then go up in fourths to 3, 6, and 2. Sharp 5 is an augmented fourth, 2 frets higher, on the B string, followed by 1, a major third, 1 fret below, then 4. Use this same order to complete the E shape. Since 4 to sharp 5 is a minor third, move sharp 5 5 frets lower to the D string to complete the pattern. Raising the root by a half step gives us Ionian sharp 1, better known as the altered scale, the 7th mode of melodic minor. Since no scale starts on a sharp root, we bring the root back to natural and flatten the rest of the major scale. In fourths, the scale goes flat 7, flat 3, or sharp 9, flat 6, or sharp 5, flat 2, or flat 9, flat 5, or sharp 11, and flat 4, and harmonic to a major third. To visualize the altered scale, start with flat 7 on the same fret as the root, but on the D string using the minor 7th relationship between the open E and D as a reference. Moving in fourths takes you to flat 3, flat 6, flat 2, and flat 5. The root, a tritone from flat 5, has 2 symmetrical locations, 1 string and 1 fret higher, and 1 string and 1 fret lower. We'll use the E string location for the root, followed by flat 4, and harmonic to a major third. That completes the scale on the lower frets. From the other root on the D string, flat 7 is 1 fret higher, due to the major third tuning of the B string. To avoid consecutive whole steps on the A string, shift flat 4 by a unison, down 1 string and 5 frets higher. This completes the altered scale in the E shape. Alt differs from Locrian by 1 note, which is why it's also called Locrian flat 4 or super Locrian. The modes and their related chords are shown here. While the Ionian name is theoretical, it helps us view each mode as a major scale with 1 note lowered or raised. The altered scale is unique, it lowers every note of the major scale by a half step, except the root. Our reusable, dry erase quarter, available in various models, is the ideal training tool for students to write out scales and modes before playing them on the guitar. If you found our lesson helpful, please like and share our video. Check out our books on visualizing the fretboard as intervals and notes without memorization.